Magandang araw mga kabugtaw. Ang pag-usapan natin ngayon ay propaganda war. Nako, madugong topic to. Ano ba yung propaganda? It came from the Latin word propagare, which means to spread. No? At ang unang gumamit nito ay si Pope Urban VIII noong 1627, nung inisyu niya yung edict niya na propaganda fide, right? To spread the faith, no? But eventually, the word propaganda assume a very pejorative meaning, which means false information or spreading false information, trying to convince people to do something, to believe in what you're saying, to do something. No? Uh, More than 2,000 years ago, even Sun Tzu in The Art of War said, all wars are based on deception. Talagang you know, talagang how to deceive, no? But propaganda ever since the dawn of history, wars, no, is based really on deception. But war is not only won by physical confrontation of military resources, but also of persuasion, making people believe in your cause. In fact, that's how the morale is affected. But propaganda has not been more systematic and more scientific until the First World War, as crafted by Edward Bernays, was also known as the man who brainwashed America. During the administration of Woodrow Wilson, si Bernays became his propagandist. But ano bang pinakaiba nito? Propaganda became more scientific. They study how the human mind works, how people believe, and how people will execute that belief. And take note, si Edward Bernays was the nephew of Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. So he used psychology. Psychology started as philosophy, the philosophy of the mind. But it became a science when it became more empirical, meaning you don't just base your theory on conjecture, but it has to be based on empirical evidence, meaning it has to be quantifiable, can be measured, and verifiable. No? And Bernays consulted psychometricians, psychologists, made surveys on human motivation. In fact, after the First World War, Bernays, this tactic of Bernays evolved into what you call public relations. No, it was used by corporation, it was used in advertisement, not only in war. Grabe yung technique ni Bernays on the First World War. He spread pamphlets of pictures of soldiers' wives back home having an affair. No? Mga unfaithful wives while the soldiers were at war, especially when the American soldiers were in Europe during the First World War. Uh, Bernays spread pamphlets of the enemies to the enemies that their wives were unfaithful. So it affected the morale of their enemies. They could no longer concentrate in the war. And in the Second World War, we saw a more systematic, more massive propaganda headed by Joseph Goebbels, the main propagandist of Hitler. Namigay siya ng radyo sa millions of radyo sa German public. Then may mga loudspeaker pa in public spaces where they can broadcast their propaganda, no, that incited hatred towards the Jews. No, Goebbels, in his Ministry of ano ba yan? Information nata, begin to bribe journalists. Those who do not cooperate were arrested, imprisoned, no? And punished. Talagang machinery of propaganda machinery. Ngayon, let's jump into the present uh, anti-China propaganda by the United States. And it's really working very well. No? Itong South China Sea na tinawag pa nilang West Philippine Sea, which is non-existent. The typical approach of argumentum ad populum, appeal to the people, argumentum ad misericordiam, appeal to pity, na bully ang China, inaapi yung mga Pilipino. We have an episode on that na pinaliwanag ko yan, yung Cinderella complex. Sa mga nakakaintindi ng international law, sa nakakaintindi ng, for those who have a more or less adequate and healthy study of history, alam naman natin na ang totoong kontrabida talaga ay ang Amerika. Kasi we were colonized, inapi tayo. They murdered our children, our women, our men, and they were the ones who keep us poor so that we will be constant source of raw material and constant dumping ground of surplus product. But the thing is, ilan ba nakakaalam yan? Lalo na sa karamihan sa atin, no? Required by DepEd, no? Nang gagamitin sa grades, high school na, or kahit even college, no? Yung libro ni Saide, no? Which is a very, very pro-colonial book on Philippine history. Sila ba nakakaalam yan? No? Ginatungan pa to yung attempt to prejudice because Filipinos have already existing prejudice against the Chinese, starting from the Spanish time na nilaso ng mga Kastila yung mga utak ng mga Pilipino that Chinese cannot be trusted kasi na-threaten sila sa mga Chinese who are very hardworking and who are progressing economically. Yung mga Espanyol tamad, no? So threatened sila. Kahit sa mga sini natin, sa mga telenovela, pinapalabas palagi na yung mga inchik ay mang-aapi dito sa Pilipinas. Filipino-Chinese, mang-aapi. No? Kaya ginatungan yon. No? Kaya yung bully narrative ng China uh, uh, really work. No? Ngayon, uh, may lumabas pa that the United States Congress released 1.6 billion US dollars for anti-Chinese propaganda. Laki, no? Now the question is, why can't China do the same? No? May mga nagsabi na kami, trabaho lang for progress. No? Let the progress speak for themselves. But the thing is, they will not speak for themselves. No? Kaya kahit anong administrasyon, no? Sa Pilipinas may press secretary. Yung panahon ni Pinoy, tinawag yun na Presidential Communications Operations Office. No? Something. No? All over the world, may mga press secretary, ang mga they deal with the press, they deal with the information management of their government. Now, is China that naive, arrogant, or just ignorant? Kasi may nakausap akong Chinese embassy official, sabi niya, inamin niya na pagdating din sa propaganda na yan, talagang medyo huli sila at inosente pa sila kasi for many years when China was poor, they were inward looking. It's only now that they have progress that they begin to look outside. But that was 6-7 years ago. For sure, for now, China must have learned or already. Meron din tayo dito sa Pilipinas, mga pro-China advocacies, mga grupo. And they believe that their shows in YouTube, in Facebook, in TikTok are gaining grounds. Pero may mga nakausap akong mga media practitioner at saka media observer, sabi nila this pro-China, anti-US groups are not making any traction. Kasi ayaw gumastos, nagtitipid. Kasi ang tactics nito mga anti-China, guerrilla tactics. Ang ibig nila sabihin ng guerrilla tactics ay underground, low finance, no? Low logistic. Hindi totoo yan. Even during the Second World War, the guerrilla here in the Philippines were receiving sufficient logistical support from the Americans, from Australia. No? I think it was a certain Colonel King na naghahati dito ng mga armas galing Australia in a submarine. During the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong were sufficiently supplied arms, logistics, food, medicine by Russia. Hindi totoo na pag guerrilla tactics, tipid. No? Kaya nga daw sabi ng mga media observers, ng mga anti-China group are not gaining grounds kasi ayaw gumastos. Kasi magastos ang propaganda. In fact, I have experience on that. No? I have been dealing with spin doctors here in the Philippines. No? Pag sinabi mong spin doctors, sila yung nagbabayad sa mga editor, sa mga TV to make spin of stories. No? Pwedeng bumuhay, pwedeng pumatay ng kwento. And I discovered mas mahal pala pumatay ng kwento kaysa bumuhay ng kwento. Bubuhay ka ng kwento, isa, dalawa, bigyan mo, buhay na. Papatay ka, ang dami yung kailangan bigyan. So everything is a spin. Kaya nga ako, hindi ako naniniwala sa napapanood ko sa balita at naririnig ko, nababasa sa dyaryo, naririnig sa radyo. Kasi 90% ng mga yan, spin. Bayad yan para magpapogi ng mga politiko ng administrasyon. Ganyan ang media operation. And it's working because, especially for Filipinos, because Filipinos are not critical thinkers. And pinag-aaralan to, there's a great psychology behind this. No? Pinag-aaralan kung what is it that will really stimulate the thoughts of Filipino. Yung Cinderella complex, yung Papinaapi complex, very, very effective yun because Filipinos are very, very emotional. No? Recently, nag-guest ako dun sa isang APEC forum. No? Then, sabi ko, we're just preaching to the choir kasi yung sinasabi nyo, alam naman natin yan, nababasa yan sa social media. No? We have to give something new. No? And itong APEC na to, progress na to, that Philippine lost opportunity, APEC will bring progress. We know that. But how many are aware of that and how many really appreciate that? Because APEC, these are big words, and GDP, these are big words. No? Ramdam ba ng tao niyan? In fact, may sinabi nga ako, there was an article in the Associated Press na yung isang port nun sa Peru, yung Chancay Port, no, was labeled a monster port because it robbed the fishermen of its livelihood and threatened the environment. May mga picture doon sa article, mga mangingisda, in-interview, umiiyak kasi wala na raw silang huli kasi sinira na ng port yung fishing ground nila. And that's very, very effective. No? How do you communicate progress? Alala ko way back in the 90s during the wave of Japayukis, mga Pilipinang pumupunta ng Japan para maging dancer. E napanood ako isang sining, nanay at saka anak naglalaba sa ilog. Sabi ng nanay sa daughter niya, anak, ba't di ka na lang mag-dancer sa Japan? Tingnan mo yung anak ng kapitbahay natin. Nakabili na sila ng telebisyon, nakabili na sila ng tricycle. Oh, very small things. But it appeals to the emotion at pinag-aaralan yan. No, hindi lang yung para kang you're preaching to the choir. You just parrot the articles that were published. So what? No? Progress, how to communicate that? How do you bring that to the ground? Yan ang tunay na laro sa larong propaganda or else walang mangyari dyan. No? Kaya nga sabi ko nga, during the Second World War, the Americans were very, very successful in Europe because of the local resistance. Because earlier, the ground was softened by the propaganda already, like the French resistance who welcomed American infiltrators. No? Belgium, no? Mga nag-crash na aeroplano. Yung mga pilot, tinatago nila at binabalik doon sa England. The support of the local population is very important. Kaya itong mga projects ng China, itong mga progress na they're preaching, they're nothing unless it will gain popular support. No? That's very, very important. No? And the language that is being used in communicating them and the method. And there has to be empirical studies. Kasi hindi ako naniniwala, sabi ng mga anti-China group, they're gaining grounds. Give me empirical data that you're gaining grounds. Minsan, ang basihan ko dyan, mga like, dislike, comments sa social media. No? Although pwede rin sabihin, mga trolls yun. Kasi dati, ang propaganda tools lang, of course, radio, TV, newspapers. When internet was born, it really redefined the playing field. Yang ang daming fake news eh. No? And most of the fake news that work are those that appeal to the emotions, especially for Filipinos. Mao Zedong said that an army marches on its stomach. But di gumastos ang China. Kaya China, I'm telling you, no? Unless you communicate your progress very well, that's nothing. You spend billions of dollars, but you fail on the propaganda war because you're losing the propaganda war. Or maybe China is also spending, kaya lang hindi umaabot sa ground, nasasala ng mga contacts nilang na locals. Yung ayaw na gumastos, no? Tinitipid. Yeah, it will fail. It will fail. And the American propaganda is gaining ground because they're spending. No? Because an army marches on its stomach.